From the ashes of the old world, in the shadows of the last great war, the world was shattered by magic. Plains became deserts, mountains crumbled into the sea. Witches and heretics are burned in the street, lined with oathbreakers hung by their necks. Where once was law, order, empire, now only hardship and savagery remain. To the east, in Highport, a weary king rules an ungrateful people. To the west, his brother keeps swords sheathed and words of rebellion at bay. To the north and south, savage elves and cowardly dwarves openly practice arcane arts, shrouded by leaf and stone. In a time when a man's worth is measured by his word, when might makes right, and a quick death is a mercy, only those more foolish than brave venture far from home. The age of peace and prosperity has ended. In its place, only strife.
Oh. So Chuck can hear us?
Hey, welcome to Age of Strife, where Neil's microphone doesn't work right away, and the stream gets stalled awkwardly. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Brilliant today, thanks.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
I was unhealthy in the morning, but I feel better, much better now.
Well, that's not good. And then followed by that's quite good.
Yeah, it's just probably food poisoning, just casual food poisoning.
Casual food poisoning, no big deal. Moving on with my day.
Actually, by popular request, I had another marathon D&D session yesterday. So
oh, and
this one was 8 hours. So yeah, last one for the year. So
wow. 8-hour D&D sessions are fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't seen the Hardcore Heroes one yet, but with work and everything.
Oh
but,
yeah, with your own 8-hour.
Yeah, actually the night before D&D again, but yeah, that one was really good. I tried to get to finish up at 4, but they kept on asking to keep on going. So
Can we keep going? Can we keep going? Just a little bit more.
Nice. I thought it would just be like the finishing of the arc and like just talking the whole session, but then at the end, my wife actually right at character creation, she decided that she hated this one of the leaders of the clans. And 18 months to the day, pretty much, she has actually challenged and killed him.
Ooh.
And she was stoked. It's been brewing for 18 months, this relationship, and she finally offed him. So yeah, she was happy with me that night, so that was good.
Well, that sounds fabulous. 18 months is that out of game or in game time?
No, out of game. In game's like 3 years or so.
Oh wow, that's a deep-seated desire to murder.
Yeah, I once played a Pathfinder campaign, and like I was level 20 at the age of 16, so yeah, I had to slow it down.
That sounds like Georg if he kept going.
Yeah, exactly. It.
Like 18 years old and a level 18 wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever worry that your wife's ability to hold a grudge subtly for a year and a half is a bad thing? Being able to like kind of slowly milk this hatred and not quite deal with them and just kind of let them be there, but you know you want to kill them eventually, and then a year and a half later you kind of get around to it.
Neil, it's scarier than that. Because he was in the position of power, she couldn't actually challenge him without there being consequences on the political side. Mm-hmm. So she actually manipulated him for that time to put him into a position where he would challenge her.
Oh, Lord.
Well,
yeah, it gets worse. I'm
good luck, Jeff. We wish you the best.
Also Italian. She's also Italian, so that to the long grudge just isn't in their nature normally. So you got the fire and also the ice.
Well, what did the rest of you guys do to get screwed this week?
Oh, nothing. I think I'm okay. Apart from that, I keep making DMing mistakes. If any of my players are watching, yeah,
you don't make mistakes. You make features.
I know I don't, but like I keep on making things happen. But then when they ask me what they are, I'm like, I don't know.
You'll figure it out. Just got to be fast on your toes. You got to just come up with the first plausible explanation and then make it kind of vague so they can't quite get the answer. So if later you need to change it, you can totally change the whole story and be like, you forgot the little detail that there was ice on the windowsill. Clearly it means that so-and-so is a witch instead of this other guy.
Yeah, I was up,
keep it vague.
All of Thursday night, just like, that doesn't make sense. And then eventually when the sun came up, I was like, I have it, and I'm not going to say what it is, but
okay.
everything makes sense now. So there's no potholes. That's what makes me sleep soundly now.
Mm-hmm. Lack of plot holes. What about you, Patrick?
Well, I finished finals. All that went pretty well. But more importantly, I went to Rogue One last night. And it was so good. I'm so happy.
It is?
Yeah,
awesome.
Or at least to me, at least to someone who probably couldn't hate a Star Wars movie if he tried.
I mean,
that's a good qualifier to put in there.
Yeah,
Mel and I are going to go see it on Wednesday, so just before we head to Melbourne. So I'm looking forward to it. I heard that the only criticism of it is that the combat is much better than obviously New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Or episode 4. And so, like, you go from this amazing fight scenes, and then if you watch the next movie, which is like,
it's like
3 days later, you get the 70s.
Yeah, there is some really nice combat scenes in it. I was pretty happy with it.
Cool. Well,
I'd planned on because I'm going back home for Christmas probably in a few days, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I planned on going to see it with my family. But last night I texted them and I was like, I can't wait this long. It's too much. I have to go see it now. So I guess I'm just going to see it twice.
Nice.
Which works.
Very nice. So let's talk about what happened in game. We left off in a very different sort of place than we usually do. Someone want to fill us in on what's going on?
Okay, so from the beginning...
Sorry, Neil, before we go any further... Sorry, can I just berate you for XCOM playthrough for turning me around and just running me back on that UFO attack? After I saved the whole thing, you just have me turn around and flee.
Of course, everyone had to turn around and flee. It was the fucking UFO, and there were people landing all over the place. If we didn't book it, we all would have died, all right? We had to run, and unfortunately, the savior of the day... There's nowhere to hide you. You know, if I had taken an extra round, we all would have been slaughtered. But the shots that killed you prevented other people from dying. So, Age of Strife, what happened?
Right, so we start off our usual in Wadsworth being like, we've got no money, what shall we do? And what did we decide on?
We decided to do everything at once. Is basically what we decided.
You did spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It went okay. We went to some villages. We went to Rosebloom. Just kind of asked around about Kel Reginald, and then we went east to Nixon, which. As expected, it was quite frightening. We got attacked by a tentacle monster.
Yeah.
It was like a little blob. I don't really know what was up with that. It was quite frightening. But after that, we said, okay, no more Nixon. We're going somewhere else. So we went down to the lake to look for the lake monster and see if there's any loot there, which was fairly successful. We got 45 gold in a keep. And a moldy journal that's pretty unreadable.
Mm-hmm.
And Luther threatened to kill a group of 4 peasants just because they were hanging around.
I think they were less than peasants. They were scavengers, right?
Yeah.
They were pretty low on the totem pole, yeah.
And he also threatened to try and summon the lake monster to kill them.
Yes.
Went a little bit off the rails. Let's just go with that.
It was an interesting day for Luther.
Yeah. And then we went back to Rosebloom, to the crypts. On our way back to Wadsworth, we stopped there. There there was a ghost of the Sophia Lorne, the same zombie crazy woman we killed earlier.
Yes.
And we had to fight her again. She screamed. We thought the village would be woken up. We don't know if they were or not, really. We waited half an hour and they didn't show up. So Stefan and Luther went down into the crypt. Luther's picking locks like crazy. He made it in again. And Ginger stayed outside to keep watch, and that's where we are now.
That's right. So you've gone down the crypt. You took a left, I believe, instead of going straight. And you came to a gate with a placard, or without a placard. It's clearly missing. Picked the lock, and you're about to push through onto the other side of this gate. In this crypt where undead have been coming from.
Sounds about right. What's everyone's HP at right now? I'm at 2.
13.
2 out of 11.
I think I'm full, but I might need to open up my character sheet.
Yeah, I'm definitely full. Luther's feeling pretty healthy. Also pretty scared, but pretty healthy.
I was going to say, that's a false sense of security.
Yeah.
All right. So before you went down, I think I remember saying that if you hear my horn blow, you run up, or if I go down and shout for you, you go up.
Yeah.
I don't think you thought through that plan very well, but that's where we're at.
Okay. So, you're in the crypt. The gate has just been picked.
Yep.
And you can walk on through. Who's got a torch?
Probably me as per usual.
Okay. What do you guys do?
I think Luther walks over to a coffin. I assume it's a coffin.
Big stone sarcophagus.
Or, yeah, sarcophagus. That's the word I was looking for. And he kind of gets in a position to push it off, and he turns back to Stefan and says, "If you see anything moving in here, stab it immediately. Just get ready to stab it."
You push, I stab.
Okay. And Luther stays still for about 5 seconds, just listening, making sure there's nothing going on, and he starts pushing.
All right. It's a slow grating sound as the stone scrapes across the stone, and it tips and falls back on the other side.
Sorry, no. As soon as it's open enough that I can get my short swords in, I'm gonna start stabbing.
All right. As soon as there's room for Stefan to reach, it's just. Why don't you make me an attack roll? I'm at -4 for not being able to see anything, and then +2 for it being a pretty small area and hard to miss.
All right, sounds good. All right, we're starting off straight away with combat. This is, I think, a first stage of Strife.
Yeah, usually we get to wake up before we have to make tough decisions.
So just be +0. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
You stab into the sarcophagus. Guess that's a critical hit. Roll me double damage.
All right. I'm guessing you're not implying that there's actually anything here.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
As the sarcophagus top moves back, you see that you have plunged your short sword into the neck of a desiccated child. There's a set of children in here laying head to head in the middle of the sarcophagus, and you've gone right where an abdomen of a person might be, but this is where the neck of this child is. In the torchlight kind of dancing around, you can see that you've probably severed the spinal cord with your sword stab. You know, the corpses are pretty dried up and mangled, and now their necks are broken, or one of their neck is broken.
I guess Luther's kind of standing to the side after Stefan's stabbed, and does it look like there's anything of value on these children?
You know, you might have to move them around or roll them over to see what might be in here. Their clothing is pretty tattered and rotten, and they don't seem to have any jewelry on them. But like in the last one, there were some things tucked to the sides of the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to drag these small children out of their sarcophagus, you might be able to root around in their grave for wealth.
Oh,
Is
brother,
it enough
this
to
is
just
almost...
kind of push him around rather than drag him out?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, that's feels more humane. that may not be the real reason Luther wants to do this, but it does feel.
You find
That's-
there's a single platinum coin that has fallen off to the side near each of their heads. So that's 2 platinum coins.
Nice.
You find a couple of ceramic jars tucked back kind of behind their heads underneath a soft pillow. They're lying on their sides. And a cloth bag that is very lightweight, but there's something in there.
Okay. Luther picks up the bag and takes a look inside.
Ancient remains of some sort of plant material. You can't tell what it is anymore, not even with your herbalism. It's some long, dried out, and unidentifiable plant.
Okay.
Is there any religious significance for the ceramic jars or even the plants?
There might be with some people. I don't. How religious is Stefan?
Oh, not one iota, but I just thought it might be
Yeah.
common knowledge. Especially recently with fire.
You guys didn't do any plants or jar stuff with Ty. That wasn't part of anything. But you seem to recall the priests saying something about, jars to hold the life and herbs to pave the way or something like that. Maybe it's an older practice.
Actually, I was for the funeral. I was absolutely out of my mind, blotto. So I don't know if I would actually remember that.
Yeah.
Luther asks Stefan to kind of put the torch in a position where he can shine light into the jars.
The jars are corked on the top.
I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna be looking away from the kids as I do that. I've just butchered.
I say, hold on a second. You have plenty of oil, right?
I've got about 8 or so left now.
I think it might be best if we set the bodies on fire.
Can you guys give me perception checks at -5, please?
That's fail.
Pass.
As he's telling you to, find some oil, the hairs stand up on the back of your neck, Stefan, and kind of run down your spine.
I look around. I look at the kids.
Well, as you're kind of taking a quick glance around, you see a moving white thing behind you.
I sort of let out a gasp of surprise and jump behind Luther.
It is the same woman who you've decapitated and now stabbed through. She's standing in the gateway, looking at you with a emotionless face.
It's the immortal woman.
You can see where her head has been hacked off. It's very like a nice, clearly defined hacking through without any blood.
Well, I guess Luther spins around and sees this, and he puts his shield up and starts advancing towards the woman with his shield and his arming sword ready.
It's a pretty small room that you're in, so you can just take 2 steps and you'll be in melee range with her. One big step and you can be in melee range with her. Are you going for an attack right away?
No, he's just gonna sit there and wait for her to do something. I think maybe he's surprised that she hasn't attacked yet. So he says, "Hello."
I'm gonna yell out to her. If you come any closer, then your kids are gonna get set on flames.
Her head snaps towards you, and her eyes widen. Roll me initiative.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put the torch closer to the bodies when she does that, but we'll see what happens. Just +3 for my declared action.
Yeah, you'd be hitting them with a torch, right?
Yeah, or just holding it closer, threateningly.
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus for being ready for something to happen?
Sure. You go if you want to just have an attack readied. You can just have an attack readied.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's good.
That's great. You go first, Stefan. She's definitely moving towards you with anger and malice.
Oh dear. I'm just gonna make a quick morale check. Self-imposed. I think it's very pleasant. What's my wheel? 9.
Sorry.
You're not very happy about being here, doesn't seem.
Yeah, I mean, with her bearing down on me with the weight, my resolve shakens, and I will I will back away with the torch, moving away.
She pursues after you, stepping well in range of Luther's weapon.
Okay. Roll E20 plus 1. That's a miss.
No, you take a swipe. Your blade falls short. The woman moves towards Stefan and begins to let out an unearthly wail.
If she moves past me, do I get an opportunity attack too?
Yes, you do. Go ahead and make your opportunity attack.
Do I get back attack or
Flank. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my god, critical hit.
2d8. Biggest damage Luther's ever rolled. 10 damage.
Very nice. You hack into her, lopping off one of her arms and caving into the side of her body. And with her remaining arm, she stretches it out, fingers towards Stefan, and attempts to scratch him in the face.
And Neil, can I wave my torch in her face?
Yes, you can. She's making an unarmed attack against you. You can actually go ahead and make an attack with your torch. At +4, because it's a human making an unarmed attack.
Lovely. I'm guessing I'm not proficient with torches.
No, so -2?
-2?
Yeah.
Neil, did she let out her loud scream?
It was an unearthly wail this time instead of the loud scream. There's no fear checks with this. This is
Okay, I'm just checking, like, if she does let out a loud one, I want to know if I can hear it.
right. 19 is a hit. No
Big
crit.
torch damage.
Sorry, did you say crit or no crit?
No crit.
Okay.
So I think torch damage is like D4 plus 1. Is that it? I have it in one of those
I have
documents.
no idea.
Um,
Can't say that my torch has ever been my go-to weapon.
yeah. A common go-to weapon.
Yeah, that'd be cool though.
Ma-
Someone wielding torches.
Might be just it might just be D3.
Yeah,
I think it implies that there's a bludgeoning and fire damage.
yeah, let's
split
do
somewhere.
D3 plus 1. A club is D4, so a torch is kind of a shittier club, so D3 and then plus 1 for fire. 2. You... 3. 3, yes. You smash her with it. And her gown ignites. And she starts to go up in flame. But she still reaches out to you with her claws with a 17 to hit. Yes.
Ooh, that's a very yes.
And they reach into your face and just dig deeply down your cheek and throat for 3
Why
points
is the
of damage.
face every time? Every time.
Ginger, give me a perception check.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see if you hear my screams.
Yeah, I hope it's for the whale or Stefan screaming rather than knights rolling down.
Well, she doesn't notice anything. Just cold up there.
I'm on watch.
Let's roll initiative down in the tomb.
Not bad.
11,
Other
4. 4 goes first.
I am on fire. Actually, no, I'm not. She is.
She is, yeah.
Alright, so I've got the short sword in one hand, and then I have the torch in the other, so I'm going to make 2 attacks.
Okay. Penalties for dual wielding? No, you
no,
are a
and-
dual wielder,
yes.
aren't you?
And a dual wielder, yes.
All right, go for it.
I have no abilities.
Yeah.
17's a hit. Four damage. Another blow kind of splatters into her side.
Ooh.
17's a hit.
And then the torch.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Your short sword hacks into her body as her gown continues to go up in flames.
Does that burn me, by the way? Yeah.
No, she's not close enough. I mean, she's reaching out for you, but you've managed to back yourself into a corner. When she comes up to hug you, you might take fire damage. And this time she lets out the terrifying shriek you are so familiar with now that sends shivers up your spine and weakens your knees. Give me petrification checks.
Okay. Really, the check is not this high. I need to pass one of these eventually.
Yeah, no, my
Yes.
running
There we
continue.
go.
Okay.
There we go.
She misses her attack at you, Stefan, with her one good hand. And Luther, it's your turn. You hold firm, even while Stefan is panicking and scrambling to get into this corner, which doesn't go anywhere, and you just gotta get in the corner. Oh my god!
Yeah, I approach behind her and I'm yelling to Stefan to stay calm. And I take a back attack.
Because that always works when someone's amygdala is just fight
Take
or
off.
flight.
Okay. Oh.
Give me a saving throw versus death, man.
Oh no.
You were going to be my savior there, Pat, but
That's a pass, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah.
You set her on fire last round. This round she takes... why don't you roll me a d6 for fire damage, Stefan?
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
yes, I will. It's super effective.
She crumples into a ball on the ground, a burning ball. You can hear her flesh popping and sizzling underneath her silken robes, or silken gown. And she just kind of crumples into a small burning pile.
Am I still feared, Neil?
Yes. Yes, you are. Also, this room is getting hot, and it's getting hard to breathe in here. You've had torches burning down here for a while, and now there's a whole woman on fire, and there's not a lot of air down in the dungeon.
I don't care about that. If I'm still absolutely scared, then I would say get away from her, so I'd go running, charging down the corridor.
Okay.
Is it safe to try and stop him? Do I judge it to be a safe action?
I don't know, do you?
Probably not. Man running with the flailing torch around. No. He can run.
What do you do then, Luther, while your brother books it out of there?
Well, I spin around, just kind of, as long as there's light left in the room before he gets out, I just make sure nothing left here, and then I go back down the hallway.
Ginger, you're up top when you hear the scraping of footsteps coming up the mausoleum stairs.
So I'm going to move so I wouldn't be directly visible in front of the doorway, and try to remain silent. Imagine like there's a doorway and I'm here at the side,
Right.
and I have my shield up and a readied action.
What's your action and what's it readied on?
Shield punch.
Right. But what is the criteria for your shield punch?
If something unfamiliar comes out.
Your brother comes barreling out of here. Why don't you give me a perception check? I think you're pretty on edge here, and you're really ready to hit anything. Hey guys, sorry about the stream cutting down. Ginger was just making a perception check to see if she needs to shield punch Stefan. What did you roll, Ginger?
So I rolled 18. It's a fail.
It is indeed a fail. Go ahead and make an attack roll at this dark, shadowy thing that's running out of the crypt.
It's a shield punch 14.
I think that's a miss.
I think
That
that's
is
a
a-
miss.
Collides with his armor.
You hit him to the side. He comes running out, stumbles a bit, and then you realize it's your brother. Momentarily later, followed by Luther scrambling out of the crypt.
Yeah, and I'm running up the stairs saying, Stefan, come back down. We need the torch. We need to burn this woman.
Burn the woman?
She was there again. We had to kill her again.
Has
Maybe we can burn
the
her.
panic gone?
It takes another minute of you running before it wears off.
In that case, I don't stop. I just keep on going.
Right. If it gets too dangerous in there, we just leave. Because did you find any more loot? Anything worth it?
Not too much. We found these stupid jars. I think they might have ashes in them. I don't know if we should be taking these.
Just pick up everything, bag it, and we'll check it out when we've got some daylight.
Now, how about, we need to burn this woman. We need to make sure she doesn't come back.
All right.
Well,
She is on fire right now.
Yeah, that's also good.
we need to burn her body, her actual body.
All right. Well, lead on then. Have you got a spare torch? I don't have any.
Did Stefan just run off into the darkness?
Yes.
He's got all the spare torches.
Hey, I've got the torch. It's not dark for me.
So, you do have a torch or you don't?
No, I don't have spare torches.
Okay, well, let's run after Stefan then, I guess. Wait for him to calm down.
All right.
Eventually, Stefan, you get your wits about you, realize that you're most of the way through the cemetery towards town, and alone in the dark.
So I ran towards town.
Yeah, because that's the way the door opens, and I think you just booked it out without really realizing what you were doing, and then as the panic subsides, you look around, you're like, oh shit, I've been running towards town. Oh god.
I mean, subconsciously, I may have gone with what was familiar rather than running towards town, but that's cool. We shall go with that. In that case, I'm going to douse my torch straight away and start heading back to my brother and sister.
You find them a few moments later. It's quiet out here in the cemetery.
I hate this place. Apparently she does have a strong will, but I hate this place.
I don't know why she keeps coming back, but I think maybe if we burn the body, it'll stop her.
I hand Luther the torch.
Do you have some oil? Or do you think I need oil?
I have oil. I'll follow behind you. Sister should come down as well this time.
Will do.
Don't want to be there with just Luther. I need everyone.
Okay, Luther is hustling down the stairs.
Lead on.
And I guess he runs all the way up to the gate where Lauren was buried.
All right, you run down the hallway, burst into the room. The sarcophagus is open, and there's nothing inside. Except for the things that you had left behind before.
There goes that idea. Quick check under the right side, or do we just leave? Actually, let's check to the right side real quick. It can't be too bad.
Someone
else take this to pick the lock.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll stay in the middle then.
And
Where's the body?
I don't know, but at this point,
Well, the burning is body then. She's come back again.
if you want to go burn, is there a body over there? We can burn the kids.
Daddy, where's Mommy? I can't find her.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's burn the kids all together. We're burning the kids.
Okay. I guess we run back down the center hallway, make a right turn, and go over to the kids.
As you turn down the right, go a few steps, it becomes very apparent that the once burning woman is now standing. Her clothes have all burned off, and her flesh is not really on fire, but it's blackened and twisted. She has cradled in one arm one small child, and cradled in the other arm the other small child. And she's just rocking them back and forth.
Okay.
These small children are clearly dead. One of them has a snapped spinal cord, and the head is awkwardly dangling off of her arm.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the lead, so I hold my arms out and stop everybody and just say, "Okay, we're leaving. Just run."
Looks like burning hasn't stopped her.
Back out. Let's back out.
Right. We turn and run.
Okay.
She's got the kids.
You back out. You escape the mausoleum and are back out in the cool air. Almost winter. It's getting cold.
Let's get
Let's get to the donkey. I'm not spending another moment in this crypt.
So we're gonna close it this time. Luther, you know how to walk this one this time, right?
She made it out with it being closed last time, so it
Doesn't matter. Just lock it. We can't have it be shown that there was every evidence of anyone here.
Okay, fine.
And maybe she won't leave with her kids there.
What have you done down there?
Well, Luther puts on both the locks on the gate, and we head back to the donkeys.
Okay. You arrive at New Doris and Spike.
Guys, we can't go back empty-handed. I mean, if we go back, then everything is lost. Our families will be lost soon.
What
do you mean? What are you talking about?
There's only several places left that we can search, and all of them have horrors of their own. There's other crypts. Surely not all of them can be filled with undead.
I mean, but you're injured. Ginger's injured. Is this the time to be doing this? We got some money from the lake. We got
none from the expedition into the woods. In fact, we lost the barrels of ale. We lost the cart. That was a loss. We didn't get that much from the actual lake. Not as much as what we wanted.
Well, if you want to hit one of the other mausoleums, as I said before, you just go in. If you see anything, you put it in a bag and you run up as quick as you can.
Fair enough. If you guys want to do this, I can try to break into another one.
There's no way I want to do this, but I think we have to for the family. We have to. We just have to.
You guys see lights on in the area near town. Kind of little balls of light moving across the roads in there.
Is it still completely nighttime?
Yes, it's very late at night or very early in the morning, depending on how you want to look at it.
Change
Are they
plans.
moving slowly? As if someone is walking with the torch, or are they?
Change plan. Let's retreat.
All right. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. You guys back out with the donkeys and cruise around the cemetery and head back up north. It's going to take you another a day, basically walking all night and all day to get back to town, or all night and half day. Or you can rest, but it's already 4 in the morning. By the time you get away from town, the sun's going to be coming up.
I'd say we just camp out here and wait till the next night and do the same thing.
I think we should just keep going home.
All right.
If somebody sees us camping out here, then it'll at least be a little bit suspicious if they know someone is messing with the tomb. I think we just go all the way home.
All right.
It takes you the rest of the day to get home. It's a long, brutal walk. The wind is cold and kind of picks up and snaps around. It's definitely getting on towards winter. And eventually, nearing the end of the day, you arrive at the familiar walls of Wadsworth. The town is as it always is. People are moving about. Guards are on duty. They see you coming in, give you the appropriate nod, wave you through the gates. Make your way
as
back
we go
to...
through, as we go through, guards, any news? Any news since we've been on?
News of the world?
The town, the world, town, anything?
Yeah. Apparently, one of the men of the Blackguard was spotted coming out of the woods down in the southwest.
Southwest.
So over in the western duchy.
Ah, they've returned then.
Just one, wounded.
Real disaster. Well, thank you for the news.
Yeah. He waves you through. You make your way back to your house, letting the horrors of the previous night kind of fall away, when you see Ronald standing in your front yard in a kind of patchwork uniform, holding a spear. Sees you guys come and goes, "Hi guys."
Hey.
Yeah, Luther gives him a tired wave. Says, "Ronald, you made it."
"Hi guys."
Is El Reginald here, Ronald? It's quite good. Well, we've been on the road all night, so I think we're gonna get some rest, I suppose.
You come inside, and you can hear from the nearby parlor the voices of your father speaking with Kel Reginald. And as you make your way through the atrium and into the main hallway, your father, led by Kel Reginald, steps out into the hallway. Reginald says, "Ah, so you've returned. I hope your adventures were fruitful."
Somewhat. Quite frightening as well, but didn't go too badly.
More frightening than fruitful.
I guess Stefan has like these claw marks on his face. I don't remember what his injury was.
I'm going to
monsters in Nixon.
Oh yeah. Yes, we visited Nixon and encountered looked like a blob with tentacles.
Well, I guess now it's as good as time as any. I'd like to introduce you to my younger brother. Arthur, get out here. And a young man steps out who must be like 19 years old, 5'11", like 200-ish pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Sorry, Neil, what was his name?
Arthur.
What a promising name.
Yeah, he steps out. He's wearing leather armor. And
I guess he's taller and a lot bulkier than I am.
What was his weight again?
Unfortunately.
like 200 pounds. At like 6 feet tall, average height and weight.
Yeah, he's the same as Ginger. All right.
Well, Arthur. Good to find
I,
him.
my lord.
Oh shit.
Huh? Arthur, very, very tired. Well met. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay,
And you, my lord. I was just hunting in the woods a few days back. Reginald came and got me. And my video is not working.
No, it's not. Oh no.
Neil, your capacity to introduce new characters to the show.
Everyone was like, "What was that?" Something about this voice is very strange.
It's another ghost.
No.
It doesn't sound like every other character in this world.
No, can you turn it off and on again?
The hype is real.
Damn it, camera.
Ah, there we go.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Arthur speaks to you. What do you say, Arthur?
I said, hello, my lords. I was just hunting in the woods a few days back. Reggie came and found me when I came back to the house.
Oh, it's good to finally meet you.
And you, you're Lord Arthur? Or Lord Luther?
Yes.
I'm Arthur.
Yes.
So, are you a skilled hunter then? Or just for sport?
I spend most of my time tracking and hunting.
Well, I'm sure you'll learn lots from our father. Now, if you excuse me, I think it's time for, recovery.
An ale and bed?
In that order.
Yes, I'd better start brewing up poultices for these two.
The party goes off to rest themselves while Reginald, Arthur, and William stand around and talk. And why don't we go to our first break? It's going to be a little bit of a longer break, guys, while I sort some things out over here. So see you guys in maybe about 10 minutes. Bye-bye.
And plus we've got some meeting and greeting to do as well.
Yeah.
See you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.